What's going on, everyone? Sauce here, and yeah, it's been a while, hey? I'm gonna go through and sort of just take a look at who we got ourselves drafted for APDL Season 9. Now, last season was pretty fun, but to be honest, missing the draft aspect, and let me tell you, we have a bunch of misfits that we got. A lot of upsets too. Hoop getting Cerulege right before me, first round. We know. We got our eyes on you. Okay. But yeah, let's just start off right here. First Pokemon that we drafted ourselves, Cyclizar. Now, I wanted Orthworm and Cerulege because I'm thinking Fire Ghost, Steel. It's got that ground, like that's such a good pair. But no.
It was taken.
So what do? We just go full complete salt mode and we take every single Pokemon that has access to Shed Tail, the move, and then we build a team from it. So that's sort of how things happened with this draft. So our only 100 point Mon on the team is Cyclizar. Now, he's actually not like too bad. He's got really high speed, which is nice, and he comes with Regenerator, which is pretty cool. So the fact he also comes with Rapid Spin is super nice too, and he's just got a lot of good utility. So I don't know, I'm excited to see how he plays. Also, the fact that he says it's an Uber is kind of funny. So we're already off to a pretty good start. After that, looks like we picked ourselves up a Breloom. So Breloom's pretty cool. We've had Breloom in the past. Breloom is just a solid Mon, that a really high attack value, but at the same time, you gotta get respect to the Spore. The Spore plus, maybe a free substitute from Shed Tail. We can already set up some focus punches, do some Breloom things. It'll be nice. So after Breloom, we got ourselves Cloyster, and Cloyster was one of our last round draft picks and actually helped us win last season's finals. Cloyster is nothing to underestimate. That Shell Smash and really good coverage with Rock Blast, Icicle Spear, and a water move just for some good special coverage. Like, great mixed attack around her Shell Smash, and hopefully getting again that Shed Tail. It's gonna be nice. To complement that, we have Mismagius. Now, we desperately needed a Ghost type or something that could, be immune to fighting moves. So that's why we went with Mismagius, along with having Levitate. It's a pretty decent type immunities, I'd say. So really stoked that it just has some solid special stats and some speed. So thinking we can maybe just use this for some nasty plot behind substitutes, and also, has some of that good cheekiness with Mystical Fire being a very good move, along with some other status moves like, Destiny Bond, Will-O-Wisp, things like that, Paris Song. Lots of cool things to do. Calm Mind even. So, I don't know. Mismagius felt like a pretty decent pick, and so excited to have him. After Mismagius, we got Orthworm. Orthworm, the Shed Tail. We needed it. You have to go full into the meme. So, Shed Tail too, just providing that substitute for everyone on the team from two potential sources. It just felt like we had to try it that way. So Earth Eater is going to be great. Again, some more ground immunity, as a lot of our team is weak to ground, but wanted to have some of those niche immunities like Levitate and Earth Eater come in to help that out, because of Pokemon such as Delphox. Delphox has a sort of similar build to Mismagius, except this is a Fire Psychic, And unlike Mismagius, this is probably going to be one of our main... Like, I don't know. Delphox seems pretty cool. Like, the Fire Psychic's very good offensively. And the access to all the screens, access to Wish. Ever since the previous finals game where I took the Gallade, made it sort of screens Wish passer, I figured that type of archetype would be nice on the team. So, but behind all that, we have a Slurpuff. For the points value, we just wanted a belly drummer, to be honest. Saw that I had a belly drum plus unburden, and you know, if that's behind a substitute, again, that's the theme. Seems like it could be good. Also, learned Sticky Web, which is a pretty nice tech. So in the past, I've usually run, or at least had the capability of running some Trick Room, but this seems like the first team in a while where that's not really the case. So we might have to be careful with that, especially with Unburden and Sticky Web going against us. But yeah, Slurpuff, it's got some utility, but at least for the purposes that we're gonna be using, could be a Cleric, but probably just gonna be a belly drum sweeper. Up next, we got Toxtricity. Now, the Levitate, the Earth Eater, as well as next Pokemon coming up, we needed those ground immunities so we could double down and have an electric poison type. Yeah, just a solid special attacker. Probably just going to use some choice specs, volt switching, things like that. With all the U-turns, volt switching, flip turning, everything on this team, I'm hoping to have a lot of high movement, lots of switching, lots of subs, lots of wish passing, like just an annoying team. So having all the hazard removal, things like that, immunity checks while you're going back and forth between Pokemon switches, that was the strat for this team. So Toxtricity coming in, excited to see what he can do, to be honest. Probably just being a reliable special attacker, but thought that those two types were well represented. So last but not least, number 9 is Volbeat. These are my 220 point Pokemon. I don't know. This thing has Prankster, so that's cool. What can it do with Prankster? Well, let me tell you. So not only does it get Prankster and Swarm or Illuminate with no competitive use, we have a fun move that this guy can learn called Tail Glow. Raises our special attack by 3. It's like a belly drum. It's like half a belly drum, but for the special side. It's kind of ridiculous. And with Prankster, I don't know. So we also have the Prankster Tailwind, things like that. So, and last but not least,
we have Carbink.
No, but honestly, I don't know why we drafted Carbink. I don't know why we drafted Carbink. This thing is a little... It's got high defense. I can tell you that much. It's got high defense. But what can it do? We're going to have to find something. It could do some spikes, maybe. It's got Trick Room. I don't know what this thing's supposed to do, but it's cute, and I believe in it, and it has we have full faith. If you're part of the Raichu, you were chosen for a reason. Now, the squad as it is, here are the fellas. Honestly, not a bad batch. A nice crop of mods. But yeah, overall, pretty. If I were to give this a rating, draft rating, probably a B. I feel like it's not like,
oh my gosh, sickest team I've ever drafted.
No, it's not that level, but it's got some charm, it's got some versatility, and it's got that unknown factor, that big unknown factor. That why does this guy have 2 shed tails and a bunch of setup mons factor? Why does this guy have Carbink and Volbeat factor. Why does this guy hate flying types? I don't know. But these are the Pokemon for the squad of Kalamazoo Raichu for Season 9. And yeah, just wanted to go over and just share some initial thoughts on the draft. So, looks like our first week opponent is against a newcomer this week, so we get to look forward to that. I think the team name has been decided. If I can double check real quick, the team name against the weekly matchup that I'm up against is the MRTSB Militia Bros. Now, I don't know what that first acronym is, but I'll probably just call them the Militia Bros going forward. So that's going to be fun, and we're going to see what we can do as the Raichu for game number 1 arena. So thanks for watching, everybody, and hopefully we'll be posting some content this season. So stay tuned for that, and thanks for watching.